But yeah, Alex has been top 100. He is not currently in the top 100, but I'm very, very honored and excited to have him play on stream here. And we're gonna jump into game one. Very interesting car choice though from him. Great stop from one tap on the goal line.
I guess that makes me a bad caster too, because I don't even know what the car is called. As Alex makes a great save off the bat. What is this car? Chat, let me know.
Chat, what is this car? I have a million of them in my inventory.
It's a very long car. It reminds me of it reminds me of like the Mantis, which is like the size of the field. So
you know, that reminds me, I have to hit a clip for the Furnace. Because every clip I post, he always trashes on me for it not being a Mantis clip. So I think I need to use the Mantis for a while until I get a clip and then I can shut him up for a while.
Mantis right. As one tap was off the corner wall, tries to beat Alex.
What a save!
How in the world do you get back to make that save? That was incredible. The efficiency and the speed to get back to that save was second to none. Great save from Alex.
What in the world?
What are we seeing? Holy!
I guess that we're gonna give props to that car for that. What was that flip? That was some insane power off of that.
He waited one tap out, made one tap make the first move. Once he made that move to try to get some space in between, turns his car just slightly, but also in a forward fashion where the flick is going to flick it up into the top shelf. And I don't think I've seen anything like that. The delayed flick and everything was just incredible. When we talk about one tap's 1v1 abilities, we talk a lot about how he's just very patient. His flicks obviously are incredible. You have to have that to get to where you are in the one scenario where you are GC, as one tap will try to play it back in. And Alex did a great job to get back to that again. The recoveries are very important, but Alex gonna travel out the back wall, tries to get a touch away. But just good car control. You won't see the ball fly away.
This is great gameplay back and forth. Both players playing such good defense and offense.
There it is.
There we go. One tap, finally getting it past Alex. Right, that little touch right at the end. Able to get it just over his car and getting himself on the board.
You won't see the ball fly away from any of these players, Alex or one tap, very far. They have good ball control.
We just saw the ball fly away from Alex as it went into his net.
When they gain possession, which one tap was not able to do so Alex will put in a quick goal here. When they do end up settling it and try to dribble, you will see them match the speed of the ball. They won't ever be separate themselves from the ball until they have the right time to strike. And Alex strikes on that one. 2-1 now for Alex over one tap right now with 3 minutes remaining.
Yo, Desef, I feel like I've missed every single chat that you've said in here since you got in here. I appreciate you being here. How are you, man? Thanks for stopping by. What a play. Alex, we see that 1v1 top 100 plays coming out here. Great car control, great patience there. Gets the flip reset and then just barely taps it past one tap.
Appropriately so.
He couldn't even get one tap on the ball.
Oh my goodness!
No, no!
You have officially turned into me. Well, Alex has incredible mechanics, which is required as one tap tries to play it back in, but Alex with a good touch. One tap swinging around, knows that he has a delay. The thing was, Alex had him covered completely. My goodness, Alex is just wise when it comes to the 1v1 scenario, and here's why. Watch again as one tap waited it out to get that shot off, because if he shot it early, Alex was in the right spot to cover that shot. One tap delays, tries to put a shot on, and then Alex transitions to the other side of the goal, the only place that one tap can put it into, and then Alex just puts it right back on the field where one tap can't get it. 4-1 for Alex as he'll control from his own end now. We'll try to pick up the ball and play it over to the left side now, as he'll put it off the ceiling now. We'll wait down, gets the ceiling shot, almost finishes. It was close, but it goes off the post. Now one tap up, tries to get up and over, but Alex able to easily read that one. And Alex with a great job to jump across and steals the boost as well. Allows one tap to try to challenge it, and he finally gets to 50 now. It just seems like Alex knows what decision to make at every time. It's incredible to watch. It's almost mesmerizing.
I mean, that's the thing I love about watching 1v1s is just the amount of momentum you can. So like in 2s and 3s, you don't get the chance to really watch like every player around the field because the camera's changing, you know, players all the time. But in 1v1s, you really get to see how much momentum they're really keeping as they travel around the pitch. And then their decision making that they have to, you know, make at an instant to try to stay with the ball and make a play happen. And one tap, great job from him, getting himself on the board again.
A little wave dash. I put it in a place where Alex plays a corner because one tap has been trying to put it across from the corner into the middle of the field to try to tap it in, and Alex has been present for all of those. So Alex anticipates wisely, by the way. It's the right decision to make if you're Alex, but again, because he chose to try to cover the middle of the field, or the corner, my apologies, one tap then jumps in and just goes straight for it. He'll finish and pull it within 2. But again, 56 seconds left. So you got to remember, in a one scenario here, it's definitely a different ball game. Lots of time. 50 seconds could last a lifetime as one tap tries to play it in, but Alex with a great save.
Fate, thanks for being here, man. If you say anything back, I probably won't hear it. No worries. I gotta watch this back. I was looking at chat for a second. Alex just with a quick dribble. Wow. What a move.
Well handled. Just great anticipation, knowing where one tap is going to defend at this point. 1v1, especially if you haven't played the opponent that you're looking at across the pitch. It's very fine-tuned. It's all about adjustments the entire game. And Alex has made the adjustments, appropriate adjustments. One tap has been trying to figure it out and has figured out a little bit about Alex's gameplay, which can we talk about how incredible that is, because Alex is just a great 1v1 player in general. So one tap able to try to convert, but it's not enough. Alex has been making the better adjustments, the better decision making, and that's why we find him up 6-2 in this one.
Yeah, I want to point back as well to that one goal Alex had right off the kickoff. One tap was able to beat him to the boost, but Alex just turned on it so quickly and had, you know, put so much power on the ball with 0 boost and was able to actually beat one tap to the goal. Just like, little decisions like that, and like this, somehow he's just sticking right with the ball. All right, we're gonna exit out of this though, and we're going to get a different server for you guys.
Yeah, both players were talking a little bit about how the server was a little rough, but obviously just like minute things. The players, especially at this level, can tell the difference between just a little bit of ping, and even if it's affecting them a little bit, they can tell. But if we go back to the gameplay itself, and I think for a fact that it's a game of adjustments. That being said, I don't know a whole bunch in the world of ones, but what I do know is efficiency and decision making are key.
Yeah.
Winning 50s, make sure you don't challenge in the offensive corners, because you can definitely get baited into those. Now, one tap, trust me, I know. Now, one tap is doing a fantastic job of trying to adjust when Alex makes his adjustments, but the decision making, the speed, the incredible play out of Alex is just second to none, man. It just seems like it's going to be an uphill battle for one tap, because if Alex just continues to adjust quicker than one tap can, that's the name of the game, and that's what we've seen so far. So game number 2.
I'm curious to see what adjustments one tap can make, you know, if any. Or if Alex's gameplay is really going to just like stand out through this whole series. One tap though, getting on the board early. 1 goal up. Quick 4 seconds in goal. That's how you want to start the series.
Kickoffs are important. It doesn't matter what level you're at. If you work on kickoffs to the degree, so no matter what rank, as you're ranking up in the ones world, the more almost Wayne's world. The more that you work on kickoffs, once you get there to that degree, as oh my goodness, a flip racing from Alex, and he puts it past one tap. That was disgusting. We'll watch this one again. And I'll get back to that idea. Oh my goodness, what a play from Alex. There's no anticipating that. That's insane.
You can't beat the placement on that. The car control off of the sidewall to get that flip reset, put yourself in a perfect position to get that flip reset and put it right in the corner.
Kickoff is very important, and as you go up in your ranks, your skill level, you'll see it increase as well. Here's Alex trying to get a 50. Up to the ceilings, he'll try to wait and be patient as it comes down to the ground. He'll be off the backboard, and he'll come around this one to try to get a touch away. Now Alex turning on that one. One tap wasn't expecting it or anticipating it, but will get around it to get it save. And he'll grab the 100 boost as well. He missed it. He missed the 100, so he's going to have to backtrack now, but we'll get the next touch regardless. Off the corner now, a good bump from him, but Alex somehow recovers for that one.
Wow.
And even though he looked awkward and on the post, still able to make a recovery. Hey, props to him for doing that. Even waits for one tap to get back on the field with respect, but one tap to come back quickly in order to get that one off. He's not going to be patronized here in this one.
Good beat by one tap there. Gonna get himself back on the board here. Alex jumped a little too early for that. Tried to anticipate one tap's touch. One tap though, great job to him putting it off the sidewall instead of trying to put it directly forward.
We've seen one tap in the 3v3 scenario, and now we see him in the 1 scenario, but both things stand in both playlists, and that's if you light a fire under him.
Oh, we're back to the fire.
I'm telling you, because as Alex just puts it in another one easily, dang, that was a quick strike back. Good answer from Alex. If you patronize one tap and try to play it slow and try to say, hey, I know that I play better than you, and kind of mess around a little bit, one tap will destroy you.
Yeah.
But that being said, we just saw the skill from Alex to back up his gameplay. That was a quick strike back, but one tap again, top shelf, great snipe off the kickoff again, 3-2.
Great job from one tap. You saw him think about going for that 100 boost, and then he just quickly turned on it. Alex just didn't have enough boost to position himself in a way to knock that ball away from the goal, and that one just snuck in under the crossbar.
Go again, another chance from one tap. Oh my goodness, how did Alex read where that was gonna go? That went off of 2 posts, and he still got to the right place to make the save. That was an incredible save.
Great awareness from Alex. I don't even know if he meant to do. I mean, I'm sure he did, but I don't know how.
There's no way how in the world, but he did. And if you think about it, if that's a shot in a normal, so like if you think about our ranks in 1v1s, you don't make that save. That just goes in. You're just like, what happened to me? What happened to me? But Alex made the save. It was definitely anticipated. He knew where it was going to go, even though it hit off a 2 post. That's incredible. Incredible play out of Alex. But right now, it's one tap of the lead as he has possession as well and gets it past him, too. A good little flick. And it's all about the anticipation of knowing your opponent is going to challenge, and one tap knew when Alex was turning, and just a quick flick. Now one tap is adjusting, knows that Alex makes quick turns, and the flick gets it past him. 4-2 now for one tap.
Definitely, one tap's been very successful with those quick just flicks over Alex, and just getting that last touch past him and able to create that space and get those goals. Up 4-2, which, as we know from Alex's gameplay, could turn around so quickly. One tap trying to stay ahead of him. He's going to let Alex go up for this one. Delayed flip there from Alex.
Just an incredible knowledge of where the ball is going to be at all times. That's got to be some free play grinding. Alex just knows where every ball is going to go. Every ball is going to bounce. Even off that, grabs 100 boost and it's around it enough to get a perfect shot in. That's incredible. Quick adjustment to line his car up and get that shot off. Good velocity. Now he pulls himself back within 1.
One's is such a back and forth game. You just
really
have, you have quick goals, you know, from each player coming out. Typically.
They definitely play each other out. If you're around the same gameplay, you'll see that and notice the same things as a flip reset comes out, but one tap reads that one. Now he'll work back out on top of his car, but Alex just knowing the exact distance to be where a backflip can get a challenge on that, most players that are in that exact position that Alex is in get speed on that. He was not. He'll circle around, but he still finds himself down by one here as he tries to get a flick off of one tap back out to the side wall and away from the wall as Alex will now backtrack. He just seems to find, it seems like Alex can find the right spots to be at. As a good flick comes out, one tap, I don't think there's anybody in the world that can make that save. That's just dirty from Alex.
Yeah, when you give this, I mean, when you give him that much space,
yeah,
he can pretty much create any kind of shot he wants to. And great try from one tap to try to save that, but ended up backflipping his way away from the ball. And like I said, tied 4-4. The games can 1v1s can turn around so quickly.
And Alex is not. Again, if you think about, look at that reaction time. If you think about him being in the top 100, he doesn't really surrender many goals. He's not usually finding himself behind in 1v1 scenarios, but still finds a way to try to work his way get back in. But not before one tap can put it right back in, and now he has the 5-4 lead.
Yeah, I think in that situation, Alex is probably just running low on boost. Tried to chase it out of the goal, but great job by one tap to keep that right on the edge of his car and wrap it right around to bring his lead back to 1.
Just one tap away from making it 2-goal lead. As one tap will jump on this one, it puts it back across, but again, it'll be Alex right in the right spot.
I think he needs some more wine, man.
Clearly. I clearly do.
Oh,
as Alex goes up and
my.
over. Quick little move. That's all it takes sometimes in the one scenario, and Alex is able to put this one back in and tie it up. And just a fake little jump there, and it freezes one tap, and that's not easy to do. This guy does not freeze. One tap is good at keeping his momentum up, but a simple little head fake, a little jump is all it took in Alex. And tying it up as one tap will try to jump around this one. Alex around it now. We'll grab a 12 boost. He's got plenty of boosts to work with. And one tap jumping up early to get around it. Knows that he gets a touch. Alex waiting out one tap.
He's beating him to every ball. One tap though with the 100 boost now. Gonna try to break away here.
Ooh.
He's got the boost. Can he air dribble this one in? He's gonna try to go for the ground pinch. Unfortunately, not able to put it on target.
So no success in regulation, but we head to overtime here in game number 2. If you're just joining us, again, Alex up with a 1-0 advantage in the series and has looked a lot quicker, a lot more anticipation than one tap, but one tap came out punching here early, a chance to end this one. And man, if you have an opportunity against Alex, you got to finish. And one tap, maybe just being a little bit more conservative, because you know Alex is all about some quick challenges, so might have threw him off of here. As one tap will work from the wall now, tries to get a flip reset, but instead will bail on that, but Alex somehow meets him there. And he'll work it back out, but Alex gonna chase one tap to the back wall now.
One tap playing a very aggressive now, it seems like, on Alex. He knows that that aggressive play style is going to be the only way to beat Alex. I feel like with Alex's quick turns and stuff, if you can just get yourself to the ball quicker and not give Alex that space, you're going to be able to beat him. And here we go. One tap with a great opportunity. Almost had it. Just pinged off the crossbar, just barely keeping the pressure on. Alex somehow keeping that out of the goal. One tap stealing the boost, gonna let it bounce off the back wall.
That working out, but Alex with a good challenge here. Will work it back down the field, but this one go off the back wall. The backtrack allows one tap to jump back towards his own net to create some space. That's not a whole, we don't talk a whole lot about that in Rocket League, but it's a big thing in sports in general. Creating your own space. Sometimes players allow you enough space, but Alex can create it by making you overrun a ball, and he almost did that the one tap just now. But we remain tied here, 5-5.
Such an intense overtime, Bear.
Is all of us, you can feel the entire audience cringing, and one tap goes up and over. It was the anticipation for this shot. Alex with the missed touch off the back wall. We don't see that a whole lot. And one tap will take advantage of that every time. And he has even the series here at 1.
Wow. What an intense overtime. Alex, you
Oh
could see
my.
as soon as he flipped forward, he realized that the shot was going to be coming on net. He turned around. I think he just missed that little boost pad by a little
Yeah.
bit and just didn't have enough momentum to get up for that save. But I mean, great playing from both players. I think One Tap's finally kind of getting a grasp on how Alex plays and how to kind of counteract that. So, I mean, what a series.
Already off to a brilliant start. And you're right. He has to play fast. One Tap has to play fast in order to beat this Alex's challenges. He comes across quickly. He doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes, but when he does, One Tap is going to take advantage of it. Any mistakes that you give, any space, just like Alex would on the other end of things, it's all about the fine-tuned details. You're absolutely right. The 12 boost that is missed is gonna be the difference, and it's that much detail, minute, just science. The mathematics behind the 1v1 scenario is very real, and One Tap happened to win this one, and now we have an even series. Yeah, very good series for sure. Yeah.
All right, tied up 1-1. We still got lots of gameplay to go through, chat. I mean, this is two great players here. Great series so far. We're gonna jump into game 3. One Tap definitely has an opportunity to walk away with this series. He just he has to play smart.
Yep. And quickly as well, as a quick strike comes out, 5 seconds in, One Tap has the lead. It's off the kickoff.
I think something I noticed too is like with kickoffs and like higher level players, they finish the kickoff and they still have so much boost to get power off of shots with and stuff. We saw One Tap there. Even after the kickoff, he still had 23 boosts to do something with.
It's all about not only the fact of boost conservation and making sure that you have enough and boost control, but on top of that, in a 1v1 scenario, it's about your focus as Alex puts one back in and ties this one up. Incredible in quick strikes. But it's all about not showing your hand too early. You want, even if you have boost in the tank, maybe not always wise to use that boost.
Yeah.
Keep a little bit of it. Make your opponent think that you're out of boost, and then they go for a challenge. You pop it right over them. You put it in the net, and so it's all about those finite movements. And we're tied at 1 again here in game number 3, as we're tied 1-1 in the series.
Alex taking his time here, trying to work it over One Tap. Oh my goodness. There's nothing you can do against that. Flicks it over, goes for a little bit of a musty, it looks like, and then just, I mean, how do you anticipate a touch like that?
There's no way to anticipate a shot like that. I mean, it's just, if you have even awareness and situational awareness, you have your anticipation, and you still get over. It's kind of disgruntling. It's kind of discouraging because you're just
disgruntled.
Waiting back, you're like, I did everything correct, and you just can't find a way to keep it out of your net. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just frustrating. Is Alex will try to work it back now. Azapatos, should I say? As he tries to play it across. A Hispanic name. We call him Alex, but like, listen, he's chosen this name. As he keep it away, One Tap away, but Alex, in the attempt to keep it away from One Tap, just kind of plays it into his own net. It's unfortunate, but at the same time, there was 2 scenarios there. It was try to hit it away from One Tap or allow a goal, and in both scenarios, it was a goal nonetheless, and One Tap ties it up.
Yeah, I think he was trying to just recover back towards the goal so he could put himself in a position to save it, but instead he ended up just flipping himself right into the ball. And we have a tied game 2-2 here. Alex quick to the ball, though. He has such control over those 50s and his recovery from the 50 to then turn so quickly and fire it right on target.
The quick adjustments, falling out of the ground, it's the recoveries. You're absolutely right. The 50 starts it off. And then knowing that your car is going to land where it is off every specific 50, and then positioning your car in the forward fashion to get the best shot possible. It's all about efficiency, and Alex Just
Oh
shoveling. What is he
no!
doing? The flick the musty in one tap says, again, if you're gonna play with me, if you're gonna patronize me, forget about it. He ties it at 3. Good for one tap.
Oh my goodness. The power he got off of that breezy flick was absolutely incredible. He launched that ball so far over the net.
I could not believe what happened there. As I personally know one tap. We talk about the lighting the fire under you, but listen, if it's one tap, it's absolutely right. You can't patronize this guy. If you're gonna try to showboat against one tap, I mean, sure, he had a wide open net, but he's gonna make you pay. He's definitely gonna be a different player here, as he now has a chance, flicks it up and over. That's off the crossbar. He'll again collect it. They have the next chance to try to pop it up and over. Now Alex is gonna get to that one, but one tap still hanging in the vicinity of this one, still up in the open air. It's an Alex.
The
good
boost
job.
conservation from Alex right there.
Absolutely.
You saw, I mean, he had 53 boost there at one point, and he saved every single bit till the ball was cleared out of his zone.
Boost conservation, incredibly important, as one tap tries to get around it, put the ball towards the net. Not able to do that one. Here's Alex up for this one, does get the flip reset. We'll try another one. He goes top shelf and just knows what to do, when to do it, when to strike. There's a great play from his own end to get the flip reset and play it up and over one tap. That's disgusting. He takes the lead.
So, I mean, such great car control there. Get the flip reset and then just know when to flip. And here we go. He might go for another one here. No, he decides to take his time. Gets the 50 with one tap. Still keeps control of it. Gonna go off the sidewall here. Goes for another flip reset. Oh, one tap barely getting a touch on that ball.
He just got up to it in time, and he's very good at anticipation in the defensive zone, and he's able to get a touch now as he tries to play it in. But Alex, again, a good job to jump up on it, and knowing one tap is going to jump up and into the play. And he puts it in again, 5-3 now with 117 left.
I was questioning this car choice from Alex at the beginning, but he obviously knows what he's doing.
With the Cintio V10, I believe it was, that Sergeant Dexter said. So, yeah, I have not seen it around.
Especially in ones.
Community, very much, yeah. And, well, sometimes those longer cars are better for ones, as one tap will work his way back within one now with a good touch here, as Alex just tried to recover, try to get more of a bump on one tap than he got, and try to play it up and over, but one tap able to just finish it there.
One tap cutting the lead to one. Tap.
I was about to say it before you did, dude. I knew where you were going with that. Alex is going to say, no, sir. Absolutely not. Back to 2-goal lead. Alex had no puns necessary here. That jump up on the wall to anticipate where the ball is going to go as it rolled up was perfect, because one tap wasn't anticipating it. So a quick, easy strike. Now 6-4 in favor of Alex. But again, if you're just joining us, it is 1-1 in the best of 5 series. And Alex with the 6-4 lead in this one, as he has looked like the stronger candidate. If I had to pick who's going to win this 1v1 series in the best of 5, I would definitely pick Alex. He's been quick. He's been good at adjustments. And one tap has shown some promise and can strike when Alex messes up and showboats a little bit. But that's because Alex has the talent to back it up right now, and it's been showing. Now
Yeah, you definitely see Alex is the stronger player. One tap definitely putting in the work though to stick with him. We saw him come away with a win last game, which is great. See him putting up a big fight here. But Alex, I think, just has a little bit more in his repertoire when it comes to ones.
We see it again as one tap just after that little touch there, he knew it was going to happen and just put it back and in. As looks like Alex is kind of showboating in chat too. If you look at the in-game chat here, it says, "I'm just too good at breezies." Rock five. So, I mean, it shows his confidence, but also kind of trying to get in one tap's head. But if you get in one tap's head, man, he'll bite back. We know he will. As Alex tries to get one more just for show, but one tap will put that down. Says absolutely not, and one tap comes away with the loss here. Alex with the win. He was very good at transitional playing it in. Although Alex was showboating and one tap was able to take advantage of any little mistake that Alex had. It's just Alex makes way less mistakes than one tap does, and Alex exposed it in this one with a 7-4 victory in a dominant fashion, which is the first time we've seen a player dominate the other. And so now it's 2-1 in this best of 5 series. So we'll continue to watch these two players develop and try to adjust. Again, we saw in game 1 that Alex made the most adjustments in this 1v1 matchup. He was ready to go whenever one tap made an adjustment to try to counteract Alex's quick turns and flick the ball over him before he could get a chance to, which is incredibly quick, by the way.
Yeah.
Alex has been featured in the top 100, so it's definitely difficult to do that. But regardless, Alex just has an answer for everything one tap's throwing so far, but a close series nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. One tap has his work cut out for him. In game 2, we definitely saw him kind of pick apart what Alex's weaknesses were and capitalize on those. But it's a struggle because Alex has so much, skill when it comes to ones, and those quick turns and those like quick shots that you just have to be ready for at all times. And
No doubt.
So
yeah.
one tap definitely gonna have to work for it if he wants to stay in this series. Alex gonna try to bring it home here though. Series 2-1 to Alex.
Now Alex is trying to work from his own zone, but one tap right on it. But Alex playing it out. Now turns on it. Didn't get that shot off, which seems like Alex has been getting those shots a majority of the series. So it's kind of surprising to see him miss, but one tap will definitely take it. As he works around it, now we'll gain possession, gets a good flick off. We'll try to follow this one up with another touch to put it far side, but Alex just great recovery speed to make that save. Now, it's Alex with the possession. Tries to get a little bit of a head fake, but one tap has already seen that before in the series, so quick to jump on it now. Work his way around, he gets one touch, tries to get another one over Alex, but Alex again recovery. Trying to play it in. Alex with a good flick up in one tap, tries to get it away. That's so difficult. What do you do with that ball in the defensive zone? One tap didn't even know it, and Alex able to capitalize on that one, 1-0. So 4-2 remaining on the clock. 1-0 advantage for Alex as he looks to put away this series. The best of 5, he's up 2-1. One tap with his back against the wall, needs another victory here. And then we'll play into a game 5 if that's the case. But he has not made a case for himself in order to come back. He's had some good moments, but this is not one of them. This falls apart. And 2-0 now for Alex.
Good try by one tap to save that right on the goal line. Just a little poor touch off the top of his car. He really didn't. He had time to get that out of the goal, but unfortunate touch off the top of his car.
One thing to know as well, one tap has been definitely transitioning into more team plays. Oh my goodness, Alex with the foot reset to go up and over. That is second to none. Now let's watch that one again. No words here. Look. How? How?
I mean, the speed on that flip reset.
Just, there was no chance for him to get under the ball. Like, he was on the ground, but he was in the air. Like, it's no words. Just incredible stuff. There was, in no situation have I ever seen a player be that low to the ground and be able to adjust to get a flip reset, and he did. 3-0 now for Alex as he looks to end this one, and he's definitely doing a good job early to control play, and it'll be very important moving in on this game. As he definitely gets another bump as well, playing it back down to himself to try to escape the zone, but one tap trying to keep the pressure on, and he needs to too, especially when Alex comes out to an early 3-0 lead.
I mean, the touches by Alex right now to just keep the ball away from one tap, even with 0 boost. Not necessarily even just controlling the ball, but putting it in places where one tap can't capitalize. on his touches and even get a shot on goal.
Just one shot on goal might be the difference. Is Alex almost loosely played that one, so one tap gonna make him pay and get a demo on him. He's actually gonna spawn on the opposite side, which gives one tap plenty of room. Wishes he had a different flick because enough velocity on that one, and Alex has a hard time making that save. But instead, it's a relatively easy save in his standpoint. He'll just work it back now. He plays it past one tap. He'll recover on this one though. It's a demo now. We'll turn around on this one.
Great demo for one tap there. He needed that to save the ball from going in. Alex kind of had a little bit of a breakaway there.
No doubt about it. And one tap was trying to do a decent job of convincing Alex that he didn't have any boosts, but the moment that you see Alex go up for an air drag, you know he's gonna finish if he can't get a challenge. And one tap just did not have the challenge, and just easy car control. He makes it look so easy.
He does make it look so easy. I like every time I try that, I'm like on the other side of the map, and the ball is just like going nowhere.
It's almost as if I'm convinced that if I was just starting this game and I was at bronze silver level, that I would be able to do that. It's just that simplicity that he has with it. It's like, all right, let me hand me the controller real fast, and then you miss the ball right off the bat. Like, it's I can't believe it. It's just like butter. You know what I'm saying?
And
like
also,
butter.
I think just like the speed of his wave dashes
Yeah.
are crazy. And the quick direction he turns his car. I mean, even there. And then with
Absolutely.
the quick fake. Crazy.
Yeah, because one tap was anticipating a jump up to the left side, just like he saw on the last goal with that air drag we were just talking about. Think about it. We were talking about the air drag. So we had it in our minds, and you got to imagine that one tap had it in his mind. So he thought that Alex was going to figure go ahead and launch an air dribble, but instead he fakes, and one tap was just anticipating him to carry his momentum over as Alex makes another great save. And we're down to 1:18 left on the clock. 5-0 advantage for Alex, and although one's definitely a minute could last a lifetime, but at this point in time, I don't think one tap has showed any kind of promise in order to get back in this one. Although he does get this one back, it'll be 5-1.
Yeah, right when you say that, one tap gets on the board. I mean, the lightest of touches there to get it by Alex. Alex just turning his car a little bit of the wrong way. I think he thought one tap was going to turn quickly on that and try to flick it, but unfortunately misinterpreting that play. One tap getting on the board. We'll see if he can get it on the board again here with a quick kickoff. Oh, what a stop from Alex. One tap doesn't have enough boost to get back to it.
And the recovery and that little flip, that under flip, is the fastest way in order to get your car to the point where the ball is to get it away from one tap. It's incredible to see their efficiency.
Yeah.
They use mechanics in such a creative way in order to get the ball quickly, and that's what Alex did to get that away. One tap out of the
field. Sorry, what were you saying there?
I say the exact same thing. That's the issue. It's one tap moving back towards the zone in. Let's snag the 100 boost and get a touch. And Alex knew it was coming because he sees that type of gameplay in his top 100. Although one tap has not been to the top 100 in ones, we see some good promise out of him. We see some good improvements in his gameplay than we have the last time that we've seen him play ones. We know he's been a very good ones player in the past, and we see some improvement, which is always a pleasure watching. But at the end of the day, Alex just kind of controlled the gameplay when it came to the last little bit, and it'll be Alex that wins the 1v1 matchup for the show matches to conclude what was an incredible night tonight.
Yeah, it really was. Oh, are you gonna come back? There you are. All right. No, this was a great series of games. One tap. I mean, big props to you, man, for playing that series. Because I know going into it, you knew it was gonna be a challenge, and you did come away with game 2, which was awesome to see. But I mean, also big props to Alex. Thanks for stopping by the channel. First series on this channel, and so good to see. I mean, well played, insane plays from you, dude. And also GG's exclamation mark GG in chat for all of the players that played tonight. We had some great series going on.
Yep.